Without any prompting, Tesla Bot Gen 3 proactively encourages movement when it detects that an elderly person has been sitting for too long. Motion and behavioral data are collected 24/7, allowing the robot to personalize reminders instead of using generic routines. In a single day, it can process over 200 responses based on environmental and health-related sensors. So, what will it do to support the elderly over 24 hours? Before we begin, please help us reach 9,500 subscribers. It will be a huge motivation for us to continue bringing you great episodes about Tesla Bot, Tesla EVs, and the latest news. How does Tesla Bot Gen 3 ensure physical safety for the elderly 24/7? From the very first moment it enters the home of an elderly man living alone, Tesla Bot Gen 3 doesn't need any lengthy introductions or greetings. It begins its work in the exact way it was built for. Silently, precisely, and with unwavering dedication. Far from being just a humanoid machine, Gen 3 is the result of 3 years of complete redesign by Tesla. From its intelligent navigation software to its mechanical systems, engineered with near-human precision. Equipped with full-body visual sensors and the renowned FSD chip used in Tesla's self-driving cars, the Tesla Bot can observe its environment in real time and interpret context with remarkable flexibility. In a small apartment where items are often scattered, everyday hazards like slippery slippers, puddles, or sharp table corners can pose serious risks to the elderly. But the robot doesn't just see, it understands. When it detects a wet floor, it doesn't merely issue a warning. It's ready to mop it up if fitted with the appropriate module. This isn't a programmed reflex, but a goal-oriented action based on continuous analysis of thousands of sensory inputs. When the elderly man attempts to rise with weakened legs, Tesla Bot approaches, extending an arm engineered to mimic human bone structure, fitted with the newly redesigned Gen 3 hand. Each finger can move independently with high precision, allowing the robot to not just grasp objects but gently support a person's arm in a natural, effortless manner. The hand's grip force is limited by an integrated feedback system, preventing it from ever squeezing too hard. This safety feature is something Tesla emphasizes as absolutely secure for the elderly. As the man takes short steps around the living room, he no longer needs a walker. He now has a quiet, metallic but gentle companion. One of Gen 3's core advantages is its ability to operate continuously for 24 hours without rest, thanks to its lightweight drive system and ultra-efficient power usage. This efficiency comes from the same technological foundation used in Tesla's electric vehicles. The robot doesn't tire, doesn't lose focus, and never gets overloaded. These are qualities no human caregiver can maintain around the clock, especially in a job that demands extreme patience and constant attentiveness. In the afternoon, when the elderly man has remained seated too long, the robot quietly logs the prolonged inactivity, which could be an early sign of stroke. Without being summoned, Tesla Bot immediately sends a notification to the man's daughter, who lives several states away. The built-in wireless connection and remote control interface are key parts of Tesla's uninterrupted care strategy. They enable loved ones to monitor real-time conditions without needing to be physically present. Its sensitivity also shows in the smallest actions. When the man wants water, the robot retrieves a glass from a high shelf without spilling. When the room is cold, it checks the temperature and adjusts the heating system accordingly. All of this is powered by a deep learning AI system that memorizes the user's personal habits and continuously refines its responses. This is no longer a machine limited by simple commands. It is a digital being that evolves to serve humans better with each passing day. Tesla Bot's design also deserves attention. A super light carbon fiber frame keeps the total weight around 56 kilograms, making it agile, safer in case of accidental bumps or collisions, and significantly more energy efficient. Its symmetrical structure allows it to maintain balance even when nudged or while lifting heavy items. That kind of stability builds trust. The elderly do not feel fear living with the robot. Instead, they feel safer. At night, with all lights off, Tesla Bot stands quietly in its usual spot, its camera-based eyes calmly scanning the peaceful room. Not to control, but to protect. In emergencies like fire, power outages, or unconsciousness, the robot can unlock doors, call emergency services, or even guide children to safety. These responses are made possible by pre-programmed emergency modules. 24 hours pass with no complaints and no lapses in attention. Tesla Bot proves that a machine built properly, programmed thoroughly, and trained effectively can become the most reliable companion in elderly care. It doesn't replace human emotion, but it fills the silent gaps modern society often leaves behind. And in an aging world like the United States, this is no longer just a technological option. It is a deeply humane solution. Once again, please help us reach 9,500 subscribers. This is important for us to stay motivated. Thank you. How does Tesla Bot Gen 3 support senior health and routines for 24 hours? Tesla Bot Gen 3 wasn't created to replace familial affection, but it was designed to do something even the most devoted family members can't always maintain, helping elderly people live a structured, timely, and healthy routine without interruption. In a country like the United States, where the population is aging rapidly, with more than 17% over the age of 65, and millions of them living alone, maintaining a stable daily routine is no longer just ideal. It has become an essential need. Elon Musk recognized this gap early on, emphasizing that one of the most valuable applications of AI doesn't lie in virtual spaces, but in caring for real humans in the real world. Unlike typical smart medical devices that merely monitor, Tesla Bot Gen 3 acts as a comprehensive coordinator of personal routines. It not only reminds the elderly to take their medications, but it actively monitors, confirms, and adjusts behaviors. With upgraded visual sensors based on Tesla's full self-driving FSD technology, the robot can recognize individual pills, distinguish color, size, labels, and dosage. At the scheduled time, it delivers the medication, provides a verbal prompt, and only updates the task as completed once the user has taken the dose, a leap far beyond ordinary reminder clocks. This is especially critical because, according to a 2023 CDC report, 43% of elderly Americans with chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease frequently forget or mismanage their medications, severely impacting treatment outcomes. But Tesla Bot's support goes beyond just medications. It helps coordinate foundational routines like eating, moving, resting, and maintaining the home environment. Many seniors tend to skip meals or eat irregularly due to forgetfulness or the absence of reminders. Tesla Bot remembers familiar meal times and gently suggests appropriate meals based on nutritional profiles. Without being forceful, the robot might say, "It's almost lunchtime. Would you like your favorite soup?" A subtle prompt that revives forgotten needs. Elon Musk once described Tesla Bot as a caring friend that never gets tired, and real-world implementation has proven that statement true. With motion and gravity sensors, Tesla Bot can also accurately detect how long a person has been sedentary, a critical metric in geriatric care. If it notices prolonged stillness, it may gently encourage light walking or play soothing music to stimulate movement. According to the American Geriatric Society, maintaining at least 2,000 steps a day in the elderly reduces the risk of dementia and strokes by up to 30%. Clearly, the robot's role is not just about convenience, it plays a long-term preventive role in health. A core differentiator of Tesla Bot Gen 3 lies in its ability to learn personal habits and tailor its behavior accordingly. It doesn't enforce a rigid one-size-fits-all schedule. Instead, it adapts to the user's natural lifestyle. If an elderly man prefers to nap at 1 p.m., the bot will dim the lights a few minutes before, lower ambient sounds, and remain silent during that time. If an elderly woman enjoys tea after dinner, the robot remembers this interaction and offers a gentle reminder in the future. Tesla Bot also enhances personal healthcare management by storing and transmitting health data. It logs sleep duration, daily step count, time spent sitting or standing, medication compliance, and even subtle irregularities like hand tremors or unsteady walking. This data isn't just for tracking. It can be sent to physicians through remote healthcare platforms. According to a 2022 McKinsey survey, Over 58% of clinical doctors believe at-home monitoring data is key to personalized treatment, and Tesla Bot makes this a reality, without requiring the elderly to wear any extra devices. All of this happens without pause, an obvious advantage over human caregivers. Tesla Bot doesn't sleep, doesn't get tired, and doesn't forget. While even the most devoted children have moments of distraction or exhaustion, the robot maintains absolute consistency. This isn't mindless automation, it's dependability at the highest level, where every reminder, every task, and every action is carried out with precision and patience. In its role as a daily life and health routine manager for the elderly, Tesla Bot Gen 3 is not just a smart assistant, it is a system that coordinates structured living, an uninterrupted healthcare ally, and a vital bridge connecting elderly individuals with their families and doctors. In a world where humans have limits on time, memory, and attention, the 24/7 presence of a helper like Tesla Bot represents a true breakthrough in quality of life. Just as Elon Musk once declared, AI isn't just here to help us think, it's here to help care for the people we love. What enables the Tesla Bot to care for the elderly continuously for 24 hours without interruption? Caring for the elderly requires more than gentle presence or adaptive responses. It demands a system that operates reliably, rhythmically, and without interruption, something even the most dedicated caregiver may struggle to maintain for 24 continuous hours. Tesla Bot Gen 3 doesn't just perform caregiving tasks. It is designed as a self-regulating energy system, knowing when to act, when to rest, and when to recharge, all without compromising the user's daily routine. With a real-world operating time of 6 to 8 hours per full charge, Tesla Bot has been optimized to align with natural daily rhythms, such as a morning or afternoon shift. Elon Musk once explained that the bot's battery design and energy management software were inspired by the same philosophy behind Tesla's full self-driving, FSD cars, high efficiency, smart energy control, and timely, targeted recharging. This allows the robot to complete morning tasks, helping with meals, medication reminders, and short walks, then quietly return to its dock to recharge. Its charging station isn't merely a resting point, but an integrated part of the household ecosystem. When docked in a standing position, Tesla Bot remains in a passive standby mode, still on duty overnight thanks to its always active sensor system. If it detects abnormal sounds, a glass shattering, a door opening in the middle of the night, or gravitational shifts indicating a fall, it can immediately undock and enter emergency response mode. This introduces a new concept. Recharging doesn't mean pausing. It's a phase of energy renewal that retains full environmental awareness. More importantly, the Tesla Bot's schedule isn't rigid. It runs on a shift system tailored to the household. Typically, the robot can be configured for 2 main shifts, morning to midday and late afternoon to evening. Each shift can be customized to the user's lifestyle, perhaps from 6 a.m. to noon or 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. The break between these shifts is used for fast charging, taking only 45 to 90 minutes, thanks to a battery capacity of approximately 2 to 2.5 kilowatt hours and a high-voltage charging mechanism. This ensures the robot is fully ready again just in time for the evening, a critical period when elderly individuals often need the most support. Unlike industrial robots that follow rigid commands, Tesla Bot features an AI-driven energy management system that allocates power intelligently.
You need AI, you need to be the best in real-world AI, and Tesla's the best in real-world AI.
Unlike traditional robots that must be programmed step by step, Optimus can learn real-world skills simply by watching videos of humans performing tasks. Thanks to its integration with Grok, xAI's large language model, the robot doesn't just see, it truly understands the actions, intentions, and execution behind each movement. How does Grok enable Optimus to learn skills just through observation? Before we begin, please help us reach 9,500 subscribers. It will be a huge motivation for us to continue bringing you great episodes about Tesla Bot, Tesla EVs, and the latest news. How does Optimus use Grok to understand humans? In the world of humanoid robots, the greatest challenge is no longer making arms, move, or legs walk like a human. but enabling robots to understand and communicate with people naturally. A robot may be able to mop the floor, fold clothes, or carry heavy objects, but if it cannot comprehend human commands flexibly and in full context, it remains just a repetitive machine. This is exactly why Tesla equips Optimus with the Grok brain, a large language model developed by xAI, aiming to turn the robot into more than a tool. With Grok, Optimus becomes an entity capable of understanding speech, emotions, and surrounding situations, and responding appropriately like a human being. For years, virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant have been widely used, but they all share a common flaw: misinterpreting or failing to fully grasp context. For example, when a user says, "It's cold," Siri does nothing because it doesn't recognize that as a command. Meanwhile, a real friend might respond by handing you a blanket or closing the window. That is the difference between obeying commands and understanding people. Grok was created to bridge that gap, bringing robots to a new level: the ability to interpret speech like a real human. Grok is the brainchild of xAI, a company founded by Elon Musk in 2023, with the mission of building AI systems that seek maximum truth. Unlike typical chatbots, Grok has been trained on tens of billions of text samples, conversations, and real-world data from the X platform, allowing it to learn how humans think, communicate, and react across diverse situations. When integrated into Tesla Optimus, Grok enables the robot to understand complex commands, detect emotional tones in speech, and respond contextually. This ability for natural communication becomes especially evident in everyday scenarios. If an elderly person says, "I'm feeling a bit dizzy," the robot doesn't just stand there waiting for explicit instructions. It proactively assists by offering water, calling a family member, or staying quiet to avoid distress. If a child says, "Optimus, play with me," the robot recognizes the child's voice, adjusts its behavior to be gentle, and responds appropriately. This isn't just a matter of technology, it's the foundation for building trust and comfort, essential if robots are to coexist with humans in home environments. Another standout feature of Grok is its multilingual capability. Unlike robot systems that are limited to specific languages, Grok has been trained on data from various countries and supports multiple languages including English, French, Spanish, Korean, Chinese, and other widely spoken languages. This allows Optimus to be deployed globally without the need for custom localization. Vietnamese users can give commands in Vietnamese, while Japanese users can speak Japanese, and the robot will still understand and respond fluently. This is particularly crucial for elderly users and children who may not speak in standard language or who use strong regional accents. A 2022 Deloitte study found that 73% of users consider natural communication the most important factor in trusting and accepting robots in the home. If a robot requires perfectly structured commands or constantly asks for clarification, users become frustrated and impatient. Grok helps Optimus understand even incomplete sentences, emotional expressions, or subtle gestures. A phrase like, "Can you tidy up, please?" said with a tired voice, or "Be gentle, please," whispered while a child is sleeping, are all correctly understood and executed because Grok comprehends semantics, context, and tone of voice. Tesla is also moving toward integrating Grok with facial recognition and emotional analysis systems, similar to those used in full self-driving FSD cars. When fully implemented, Optimus will not only hear what you say but also see if you look tired, sad, or anxious, and respond proactively. For example, if signs of stress are detected, the robot may lower the volume, play calming music, or suggest you take a break. This marks a step closer to creating robots with emotional intelligence, something previously found only in science fiction. This intelligent communication capability opens up countless practical applications in daily life. For the elderly, Optimus can be a medication reminder, a fall detector, and a daily conversation companion to reduce loneliness. For children, the robot can play, tell stories, and support learning. For people with disabilities, the robot can understand and follow voice commands accurately, with no need for complicated gestures or interfaces. According to WHO estimates, by 2030, there will be over 1.4 billion people aged 60 and above, and for those without close family, a robot that understands and responds like a real person could become a vital lifeline. Once again, please help us reach 9,500 subscribers. This is important for us to stay motivated. Thank you. How does Grok enhance Optimus's ability to learn complex tasks from video demonstrations? A humanoid robot cannot truly be useful in the physical world unless it learns to perform specific tasks such as lifting heavy objects, opening doors, folding clothes, wiping surfaces, or organizing items with the same precision and adaptability as a human. Tesla's Optimus is pursuing a radically different approach to this challenge. Instead of being manually programmed for each task, the robot learns physical skills by observing videos of real humans performing those actions. This is not simple mimicry. It's deep behavioral learning through vision-based AI systems, where the robot breaks down, interprets, and reconstructs human movements into its own executable motor routines. This allows Optimus to go beyond surface-level imitation and achieve goal-directed action that can adapt to varied and unpredictable environments. According to Tesla's AI team, Optimus only needs around 5 to 10 sample videos to begin learning a basic task, such as folding a towel or picking up a tool. Through a few iterations, typically under 20 repetitions, the robot can execute the task with over 95% accuracy. This is made possible by deep neural networks that detect motion sequences, extract 3D human skeleton representations, and convert those into motor commands for Optimus's physical joints, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands, and fingers. In one internal test, Tesla engineers reported that Optimus was able to wipe a 2-meter-long table surface in just 12 seconds, with no residual debris matching or exceeding average human performance. What sets Optimus apart from traditional robots is that it doesn't require step-by-step manual coding. Once it sees and understands a task through video, it can autonomously reproduce it, using its learned internal model. In real-world testing at Tesla's Giga Texas factory, over 50 Optimus units have already been deployed in pilot trials as of mid-2024. These robots are not being used for demonstrations but for practical tasks, folding industrial cloth, placing components into storage bins, or assembling light-duty parts. These robots learned every action not from a manual, but by watching videos of factory workers performing the same tasks. In Elon Musk's December 2023 livestream, he confirmed that Tesla plans to have at least 1,000 robots actively working in Giga Texas by the end of 2025. With this rapid scale-up, any skill learned by one robot can be instantly synchronized across the entire fleet, meaning a single video can eventually train thousands of units. One of the core strengths of this video learning approach is Optimus's ability to generalize. For instance, while folding a t-shirt, the robot doesn't just memorize a specific shirt type or surface, it learns the logic behind the action. If the table size changes or the shirt is made of different fabric, Optimus adapts by dynamically adjusting its grip strength, finger angles, and positioning. This flexibility is what makes it far more effective than traditional automation in unstructured settings like homes, warehouses, and hospitals. Unlike robots that freeze up when a variable shifts slightly, Optimus thrives on variance because its learning is probabilistic, visual, and task-driven. Optimus also combines and sequences smaller actions into larger multi-step workflows. Cleaning a dining table, for instance, might involve moving a chair, lifting plates, wiping the surface, and reorganizing cutlery. These are not learned as isolated functions, but as a fluid, contextual procedure. Another critical advancement is how Optimus avoids overfitting to one example. By training on diverse video datasets where humans perform the same task in slightly different ways, left hand, right hand, different postures, the robot learns behavior patterns, not just shapes and angles. This gives it the capacity to choose from multiple valid approaches depending on the situation. If lifting a box, it can decide between a two-handed lift or a single-handed grip, depending on weight estimation and ergonomic analysis done in real time. What enhances this intelligence further is Tesla's integration of Grok, the company's multimodal AI foundation model, into Optimus's architecture. While the robot's motion control is trained on video, Grok provides an additional layer of contextual awareness. It helps the robot understand the purpose behind an action. In terms of real-world benchmarks, Tesla's team has documented consistent improvements in skill acquisition times. Between early 2023 and mid-2024, the time needed for Optimus to master a new two-step physical task dropped from 48 hours to less than 6 hours. This was achieved by increasing video training quality, diversifying examples, and fine-tuning the transfer learning pipeline. Additionally, Tesla reported that learned behaviors could be shared across up to 10,000 units within minutes via cloud syncing, turning each Optimus into both a learner and a teacher. Ultimately, video-based learning allows Tesla to scale Optimus's usefulness exponentially. Instead of hard-coding thousands of tasks, engineers now just need to record high-quality video demonstrations. The system handles the rest. This approach is not just cost-effective but fundamental to Tesla's long-term plan of deploying Optimus across homes, factories, care centers, and beyond. Why is collective intelligence critical for mass production of humanoid robots like Optimus? Unlike previous generations of robots that learned in isolation with limited adaptability, Tesla's Optimus is designed to function as part of a global network of collective intelligence. Instead of training each robot individually, Tesla built a system where any skill learned by one Optimus unit can be uploaded to the cloud and instantly shared with thousands of other units. This foundational breakthrough allows Optimus to scale across industrial, service, and domestic sectors, similar to how an iOS update can reach millions of iPhones within hours. Traditionally, each industrial robot had to be programmed or trained manually for specific tasks. Even if one robot learned a new function, the others remained completely unaware. Tesla reversed that logic. When a single Optimus learns to fold blankets, sort trash, or push carts effectively, that task data is encoded, optimized, and uploaded to a central server. From there, all other Optimus units, whether operating in the US, Japan, or Germany, can instantly download and perform the same skill with precision. But this goes beyond simple skill sharing. What truly sets Optimus apart is its ability to interpret context and apply the right skill in the right situation, powered by the Grok language model. If all robots applied shared skills identically, their behavior would become rigid or even disruptive in real-life scenarios. Grok, acting as Optimus's brain, enables each robot to read the situation. For example, a child is sleeping, an elderly person is seated, or the floor is slippery, and then decide if and how to apply a given skill. From one shared action, Optimus can deliver different responses depending on the environment. This is what transforms the robot from a programmed machine into a responsive, lifelike assistant. The clearest benefit of this cloud-based learning system is the near-zero training time. Once a skill is mastered by one robot, the entire fleet gains access. This slashes training hours, reduces errors, and significantly speeds up global deployment. And when improvements are made, such as performing the same task faster or more delicately, Tesla simply pushes an over-the-air (OTA) software update. Every Optimus unit receives it in real time without needing to return to the factory or undergo manual servicing. Another major advantage is consistent quality across all robots. Centralized skill sharing eliminates performance discrepancies caused by manual training. No matter where an Optimus is manufactured or deployed, it behaves the same, which is essential in industries and services where consistency and reliability are critical. Perhaps most transformative is the emergence of a global collective brain. Every behavior, mistake, or user feedback is recorded and fed back into the central AI training system. As the number of deployed robots grows into the millions, this feedback loop becomes a massive neural network that enables Optimus to learn not just from engineers, but from real-world interactions with users every day. We appreciate your contributions and hope you will have the most relaxing feelings after watching this video. If you did, please hit the like button and join the Techno Creator family by subscribing to our channel. And don't miss out on any of our awesome videos by hitting the bell icon. We value your feedback and your time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Until then, stay safe and have fun.